to receive the messages from our beloved Lord Metatron. Greetings, everyone. It is another glorious day on your planet. The sun is shining always, regardless of what the weather looks like in your particular area. Remember, the sun is always shining. That means that there is always light coming into the earth. Whether you perceive it or not, whether it is daylight or night on your particular side of the planet, the heavenly light of the sun, of the great central sun, is always shining. It is always present and available for you to take it in. You are different from the plants. The plants automatically, without any need of consciousness, absorb the totality of all of the wonderful rays that the sun shines forth upon them. You, however, are different. You are a conscious being, not an instinctual one, not an automatic one, as many of your psychologists would have you believe. You are an organism with great consciousness and abilities far beyond your present knowing. And so part of this great being that you are needs to absorb the light consciously. You have heard of breatharians, people who survive simply on their breath. This is a possibility for all, although I do not recommend it at this time. I am simply saying that you will greatly enhance your health and your consciousness if you begin to breathe consciously. A deep, full breath is required if you wish to fill your body with oxygen. Speaking on a purely physical level, it takes about 20 seconds for the oxygen to be exchanged with carbon dioxide in your lungs. And so your breath needs to be longer in order to allow that exchange to take place. If you are breathing very shallowly and very rapidly, you are barely allowing that exchange to take place at all. And so your body is existing on a permanently low oxygen level. Oxygen is required by every cell in your body in order for each cell to do what it needs to do. So when you oxygenate your lungs, you are actually oxygenating every cell of your body. This is why yoga is mostly based upon the breath. And there is a whole branch of yoga called pranayama, which is only breathing exercises. However, you do not need to do them in order to get the full benefits of a conscious breath. It simply requires you taking time within your daily activities to be conscious about your breathing. This can be very easily done while you are walking, while you are driving, while you are sitting at your desk. In basically most of your activities, you can breathe consciously. Aside from the very physical benefits that it provides, you are also training your mind to be highly focused on one thing, and eventually to be able to be focused on several things at the same time. So it does not matter much if you breathe in through your nose or your mouth. The nose is provided with little hairs that filter the air as it comes in. There is also a spiritual gland, shall we say, right at the point between the eyebrows, that receives the prana, the life force, from your breath. In your body, prana is also taken in by the tongue and by the skin. These are the three main organs that receive the life force in the breath. It is important to make the breath as long as you possibly can and as deep as you possibly can. When you fill your lungs, if you can hold it for a few seconds, that gives more time for the oxygen and the carbon dioxide to exchange. And then when you breathe out, if you can force out all of the remaining air in the very bottom of your lungs, this allows more room for more fresh air and hence more oxygen to come in. So even now, while you are listening to me, begin to breathe very deeply and consciously, making each breath as long as you comfortably can, exhaling completely to evacuate your lungs, and then breathing in again the fresh, new air. If you can do this throughout your daily activities, you will find your overall health being greatly enhanced by the adequate supply of oxygen that is now reaching all of the cells of your body through your blood. Let us call this my tip for the day.